Am I the asshole for telling my sister her baby isn't my responsibility? I 27F have a younger sister 22F who had a baby last year. The father left before she was even 6 months pregnant in a messy, painful split, denying paternity and blocking her entirely. I was there for the birth. I held her hand, slept in the hospital chair, and cried when my nephew was born. I love that little boy deeply. And maybe that's where the lines started to blur. At first, I stepped up because she was drowning in postpartum depression. I'd drive over at 2 a.m. so she could shower, bringing groceries when she forgot to eat, and stayed overnight so she could finally sleep. However, can you help? Slowly shifted into I'm dropping him off. The breaking point was a night I came home after a 10-hour shift, exhausted and hungry. She texted on my way, showed up, handed me the diaper bag, and drove off before I could say a word. I stood there in my work clothes holding a screaming baby, eating cold takeout at midnight, and realized I didn't choose this. Since he was born, I have canceled personal plans and missed birthdays, used paid time off because her daycare fell through, paid for diapers, formulas, and medical copays she never reimburses, been questioned by my manager about my stability at home. Every time I hesitate, our mother guilt trips me, saying, "She's young. You are the big sister." Family shows up. Last week, my sister asked me to take him from Friday to Sunday for a mental health weekend. For the first time, I said no. She went cold and told me she knows who she can't rely on. Something in me snapped. I told her, perhaps too harshly, I love him, but I am not his second parent. You chose to have him. I didn't. She started crying, accusing me of abandoning her and not understanding the hardships of being a single mother. Now, my mother is barely speaking to me, warning me that one day I'll need help and will regret this. Here is the part that makes me feel like a terrible person. When I imagine stepping back completely, I felt an overwhelming sense of relief. But then I thought of my nephew, who didn't ask for any of this. And I feel sick. I don't want to punish him, but I also don't want my life to be consumed by a responsibility I never signed up for. Am I the asshole for setting boundaries even if it hurts my sister and my nephew?